Hello ladies, Porshea Wilkins here. I want to do a quick update and recap on this week's Straight Talk, Woman Talk message. We are in the series, The Principles of Purpose, and based on your feedback, it has been phenomenal. You ladies are getting some amazing results, and we want to keep that thing going. You know, this Monday, we actually talked about the third and fourth principle of purpose, being that your purpose will push you. Your purpose will push you, and your purpose will also expose you to your potential. For the your purpose will push you portion, we talked about in Luke chapter 5, where Jesus told Peter to launch out into the deep, get in a boat, cast his nets. You know, they had been working all night long and hadn't gotten any results out there fishing. And when Jesus told him to go cast your nets again one more time, reluctantly, Peter went ahead and did it. And when he did so, he was able to catch so many fish that the boat almost overflowed. And so it is with each and every one of us when we are working to pursue something, understand something. Provokers are part of the process. There are going to be things to distract you. Other people's opinions, just other things, negativity. There's so much stuff that's going to come your way to get in the way of you accomplishing that thing that you have set out to do and fulfilling your purpose. It's part of the process. And what you got to understand with that is dogs don't bark at parked cars. I want you to remember that. Dogs do not bark at parked cars. If your car is sitting there in the driveway or on the side of the street, the dog is just going to be sitting in the yard or on the porch minding his own business, not even concerned about the car. But as soon as a car comes flying down the street, going fast or even slow, the dog is going to take off running, barking like crazy at the car, trying to do its best to bite the tires and stop the car from moving. That's what happens when you set out to launch into the deep, to cast your nets, to go out there and pursue your purpose and achieve your goals and your dreams. There are going to be some people to come in your path to bark at you, to stop you from pursuing that purpose thing. And it's only happening because you're moving, because some people are only confident when you're sitting idle. They're only okay with themselves when you are not executing at your highest self. And so you can't get caught up in the opinions of other people because it's going to distract you. Now, some people mean very well when it comes to giving feedback and suggestions of things of that nature. Some of them just truly, they love you and they care about you, and so they don't want to see you make a mistake, or maybe they're just afraid. It's like a child going off to college in a different state. No parent really wants their child to leave the home and go to a different state, so they'll do what they can to, maybe you should go to this college instead, it's close to home, it's safer. So you'll have people in your life who say that maybe you should do this kind of business, it's closer to what I'm comfortable with, it's safer, there's not as many risks involved, and so maybe you should do this instead, or maybe you should just do what I'm doing, or do what I want you to do, because I'm going to feel more comfortable if you do that. You cannot allow those people to deter you. You have to take that leap. You have to step out. Here's the deal. When you get in that car and you crank it up, what's burning on the inside of you, your internal engine, your purpose gets cranked up when you set out and you plan it out and you walk out there and you go to pursue it. And there's some people that you just got to put that car in reverse on. Okay? Like, you know what? I need to go. And I'm not just going to go and pursue my goal. I'm going to get away from you. Because being around you is toxic for me. So there's some people you just need to take that car, pop it in reverse, and go on about your business. Then there's some people that you just put it in drive and you just drive off like, listen, I love you. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for caring and thinking of me. But I gotta go, okay? I got work to do. So you're gonna have a mix of all those different types of people that come your way when you go out there to launch into the deep, to cast your nets, to do it just one more time, make that one extra phone call, have that one extra meeting, do that one extra video, do that one extra thing to help you get one step closer to fulfilling your purpose. You can't let it distract you. Then we also talked about how your purpose exposes you to your potential. And in that story, we talked about Abraham. God told him, hey, here's your son Isaac, the one that is your miracle son. I want you to sacrifice him. Give him up for me. God was testing him to see how committed he really was to following through on his word. And so Abraham did everything. He went up to the highest mountain with Isaac, laid the wood on him, got ready to light it up and sacrifice his son. And then next thing you know, he hears an angel calling his name, and he looks up, and over there in the bush was a ram. There was a ram in the bush. And so instead of sacrificing Isaac, God provided the ram in the bush for him to sacrifice instead. And I can't even imagine what that felt like for him to, saying, okay, I went my entire life thinking that I wasn't going to be able to conceive a child. We finally have a child, and I got to give that child up, not only give him up, but kill him. Oh my goodness, that had to be tough, but he trusted God instead. And as a result, God stepped in. The Lord will provide is what the scripture says. Jehovah Jireh, our provider. So you have to have that same Abraham tenacity and mentality as you set out to pursue your purpose. There are going to be some sacrifices that you're going to have to make. There's going to be some disconnecting that you're going to have to do. There's going to be some things that you're going to feel absolutely impossible to do, that you just don't want to give up. You don't want to give up that relationship because you've been with the man for 5 years. And you know this year's the year he's going to propose to you, although every year was supposed to be the year. Honey, it's time to go. Separate so you can elevate, okay? If he has no plan for you, if he has no vision for you, if he cannot give you a date, a time frame, a range, or nothing in regards to when he's going to make you one, then it's time for you to go, okay? It's not going to happen. Go ahead, charge it to the game, and move on with your life. Or maybe you're working at this company, you sit in that cubicle every single day, you hate your job, you know that's not where you're supposed to be, but you're only there so you can pay your bills. And because you're only there so you can pay your bills and you're not there to fulfill your purpose, you're not properly executing the work that you're supposed to be doing. You're halfway doing it anyway. You're constantly getting called into your boss's office, getting written up, getting hated on by your coworkers. Everybody got something to say. There's nothing but drama around you. And it's not because they're being messy. It's because you're not producing, because you're not in your purposed place. You got to step out. You got to sacrifice that. You got to put that plan together. You got to understand if God is pulling on your heart and he's telling you to go, he's telling you to do something else. When you step out to do that thing, if he has called you, then he's going to equip you. There is nothing that he has purposed for you to do that you are not already prepared to do it. All of that has to do with understanding your purpose. We covered those two things in great detail on Straight Talk Woman Talk on Monday. Ladies, let me tell you something. If you're not plugged into this call, you're missing out. You're missing out big time. But lucky for you, every single call that we've had since January is archived. If you go to straighttalkwomantalk.com, go to the website. The way that the website is structured, at the very top of the page, you begin with the series that we started in January. And you can scroll on down. Every call is free, okay? You have no excuse to get in what you need to go out there and do what you need to do. Start at the top. Work your way on through. And the latest series, the Principles of Purpose, is toward the bottom, okay? Then the other thing, if you feel that you are called to do what I'm doing, you want to serve on that platform, you have a word that will move mountains. You have a word that will wake up the dead, honey. If that is you, then you got what it takes, I believe, to be a straight talk, woman talk kind of woman. And I want to connect with you. Those are the kind of women that I'm looking for. Women who have been through hell, okay, and high water, came out of it, but as a result of coming out, you leveraged the word of God in a relationship with God while you were in your Damascus journey, when you were going through the storm, that brought you closer to God. You got a better relationship with him. And so now that you are out of that situation, you are out of that drama, you are out of that hell, you are now in a place where you got testimony. You got a testimony that can impact and impart in the lives of so many people across the globe. Let me tell you something. I don't care what anybody says about you pursuing your purpose. If that's what you know you've been called to do, then do it. Nobody has a calendar. Nobody has the master calendar from God that says on this day at this time is when you're supposed to launch this call series or launch this book or launch this website or create this product or start this business. Nobody knows that, and it's none of their business. That's between you and God. And if he's called you to do it, then he's going to see you through it. Stop tiptoeing through life to get to your grave safely so you can die okay. No, stomp through this joker, get out there and do what you've been called to do. Do what you've been called to do. I'm going to be that person to help you do it. Join us every single Monday night for Straight Talk, Woman Talk, Truth, Straight with no tracer, backed by biblical principle. It is the substance that you need to have a quality life. That's what you're going to get by connecting with us every Monday night, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Telephone number, everything is right there at the bottom of the screen. Once again, go to straighttalkwomantalk.com, go to my website, join the list, get connected, share this video. Share this video with somebody who you know for a fact needs to hear this message. If you are in agreement with me that this is what you needed for today, comment below. Let me know, hey, this is what I needed, Portia. Baby, you're not on my block, honey. You're not just on my street. You're not even just on my front porch. You are sitting in my living room talking to me. This is for me, and I'm going out there today to go make an impact and make something happen. If this has done that for you today, and you have decided to turn on that engine, get that car running, not even concerned about the dogs that's gonna be barking at you because you're moving, you're really ready to make that sacrifice to go out there and accomplish your dreams and your goals. If you've done that and this video has served that for you, comment below and let me know. And I'll see you guys on the next clip.